Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. We are on 34-16. We're going to hop in. We're going to do a couple of summons here. Get ready for the campaign push. I went ahead, got some team formations in here. We geared some heroes up, so I'm hoping we can get lucky with a couple summons as we continue to push through 34. Thank you guys for joining me. What's going on, Minty and Pen? You're it. Overall, with the patch dropping, 34-35 is relatively easy, even looking at the dynamic of the teams we have here. So they significantly reduce the level of the enemies you're facing here, which is going to make it a lot easier. They dropped it, I think, 30-35 levels for every single team, including the 4th and 5th team, relatively easier. So a lot of players have been able to push through here. We used to have a whole entire lineup of heroes here. Now it's pretty limited to who we got left here. What's going on, Tom? Dark Blaine, Minty. How is everyone doing tonight? All right, so let's go ahead. We'll get right into the summons, guys, because I know it's going to take a little bit to get through this campaign. We have 2 Elite Lightbearer cards. Since we have Al already up, we're going to go ahead and pop these and go ahead and do some summons. See what we can get. Today I pushed to 34-44. Yeah, and that's what I heard. Mikasa, that it was a lot easier to get through here. So here we get Cecilia, which is awesome. If you guys do not know, Cecilia is one of the best heroes in the Abyssal Expedition. She is absolutely amazing when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition. So definitely having her is a big benefit. Elite Stones, we have 6. So again, hoping we can pull a couple new heroes here, which we got Kren, so not too bad. We already have him ascended. Iran is already ascended. A little bit of Mauler food, so that's okay. What's going on, Javid? What does S3 mean? S3 from the frame is Season 3. So S3 is Season 3. That was the Abyssal Expedition. That was the 3rd season of the Abyssal Expedition. So here we still got 4 more days until we can do our desired summons. Remember, we've been looking ultimately for Respin right now. That way we can get him out of the heroic ship, pick up his avatar frame. Al we have up as well. So we'll go ahead, we'll do these summons. Hopefully we can get something out of here. All right, so we got 28 scrolls. We do have 1 faction pull, and then we're going to do the last 3 for Stargazers. Yeah, I know, Javid. I was thinking that too. No Celestials, no Hypogens out of the stones today, but there's our first elite, which is a copy of Rose. Rose we don't have completely maxed out yet, so that's okay. We got Maulers. We only got 1 scroll. We'll go ahead and do a Mauler pull since they're always neglected. Get a little bit more food there. 2 pulls here, and we're going to do our cards for Wilders because again, we got a double with companion points, guys. And there he is. There is Al. What's going on, GB? Thank you for joining me. Loving the new game. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Summoner's Glory. It's a very, very cool game, guys. So 100 diamonds there. There we go. We got him unlocked, and we got a copy of Drez. So not too bad. Still building Drez. We have him all the way up to Ascended. Al is up as well, which is good. What's going on, Jose? All right, so 1 more desired or companion point summon here. A little bit more food. That's okay, though. Still looking for Wilders. Still looking for Respin. What's going on, Kevin? Was just pushing chapter 20. There's another copy of Lorzen. Lorzen, we already have him completely maxed out. So we got 15,000 diamonds. 15,000, we're going to look for Orthos. We have him already at Mythic. So Orzoth has definitely been built. Just need a couple more copies, and we'll be able to get him up a little bit higher, which will be absolutely amazing to get him up. I just got food, a few Maulers from the stones. Yeah, Javid, it seems like that's what we that's all we got here was food. So let's go 3 summons here. Summon number 1 is, there he is, guys, Orthos. That takes him to Mythic Plus. That is right. We have Orthos at Mythic Plus, which is awesome. Wukong is almost completely maxed out with a plus 30 signature item. Flora is ascended. So we don't have that many left. We don't have that many left. That many heroes left to actually build out of the Celestial pool. Pull number 2, just a couple more resources, a couple more fragments, and our final pull here, just a little bit more resources, which is okay. Still never seen that 30,000 diamonds. to this day, guys, it still has never, ever popped up. Well, now I have the Wilders at 1 star with 5 at 5 star, except the new one. Yeah, that's good, Shane. That's a strong start to build a lot of heroes there. A little bit more food there. There we go. So there is Orthos, guys. He is at Mythic Plus. So 4 more copies and he will be done. Then we have Athalia. Then we have Zafriel. And that's it. That is all we have there. Also with the Hypogens, Mortis needs a couple more copies. We have Zolrath, we have Khazard, and then we have Mizoth. And that's it in there. So yeah, we are definitely get there. Orthos, I heard, is an absolute monster, Javi. That's exactly what I've heard. That he is just absolutely crazy, which is good. All right, so we got a couple more. What did we get? I think out of the ship. Hey, 2,000. That's why I love the ship, guys. The rewards you get out of here are very, very good. Not only the avatar frame, but also the everything else you pull out of there. So let's go ahead. We'll get into the campaign. Whoop, just completed 19 and stuck at 1938. Yeah, air tap. It seems like it just takes a little bit. A little bit is if you stall, if you kind of sit down for a little bit, relax, AFK, you'll make progression. But here we are, guys. 34-16. So the first team we're going to look at, I actually put Ainz in here, which is good. Haven't made much progression with any of these heroes, but I think we can do this. Again, I want to see how much easier it is, I guess. We lose Ezio easy there. Boom, there's our ult, which of course Ainz just takes care of it. Yeah, Sam, I absolutely agree. Ular or Al is a little bit broken. A lot of people have been kind of cheesing his abilities, but boom, there's 174 million. And guys, we just hit level 390 tonight. Probably about 15 minutes ago, we got up to 390. So we've made again, a ton of progression on this account. This one, remember, we're doing the Lucy cheese. And it seems like they made it pretty easy. I went for Athalia instead of Aziz because I'm at the stage where she is useful. Aziz Pen will be used for the entire game. It's very, very strong to get Aziz as early as you can because he is just absolutely super, super powerful when it comes to the game. And there's nobody who really does, again, what he does. The lockout ability he provides, he is the only one that has that ability, making him very, very important to build. I just saw that $20 deal for 45,000 diamonds. Oh yeah, we didn't even see that, Blaine. Actually, we didn't pick that up. I'm going to save it. If the new advancement rewards are up, I'm going to save it for those copies of Respin that we need so we can actually just build them right out of there, is what I'm thinking. Bro, I'm level 127, only Mythic Plus. They're the worst to be Mythic. Been saving till today, spent 20k diamonds, no rare heroes. Oh, that sucks, Tom. So you just got all trash out of 20,000 diamonds. And a lot of times, unfortunately, that's how it works. This one I actually put in the Portal Party. Let's see how well it works. I know a lot of people really do love the Portal Party. But doesn't look like it's going to work too well here. We'll give it a couple tries though. I don't think I put gear on. I think Oden has gear. Let's switch these two teams. I like the 5-pole. The 5-pole is definitely a good team. Probably Isolde at maxed out. Wow, that was just literally a couple seconds there. For a crazy, crazy amount of damage. Then Portal Party here. Let's see how that works. Again, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure out this last team. Because Portal Party, I'm not sure is going to work. I think I might have messed up and not put gear on him, to be honest. I'm gonna have to check right after here. But there's our sleep, so good. So we got the charm there. Looks like we got Gwen down. Gwen is the main superpower in this one. Yeah, Athalia is really, really good. The thing with Athalia, a couple things is she's very common, especially older players do have Athalia built, is she's very, very expensive. If you're a newer player, she is very, very expensive. You have to have the signature item. You have to have the furniture. Again, she is very expensive. When it comes to overall building, Athalia, she's expensive. So here, Oden did a ton of damage there, which let's make sure, like I said, I don't think those two I had actually gear on. Just thinking about it. Which literally we have faction gear and that's about all we got. Because we are so deep into the gear right now that we don't have really anything left. I'm still kind of really poor on the gear, but that's okay. So 34-17, so not too hard to get through that stage since they nerfed it. Wait, no, you got it. No, Gwen needed. Yeah. And this is the team we've been actually pushing with, which was Arthur and Ainz. Such a strong combination. And Lilith does really need to address. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it. All of the players that did not get Ainz, because he is just an absolute monster. I mean, look at that, 190 million damage. The amount of damage that he puts out is just, it's just crazy. Have Lucy and Taylene. Yeah, Lucy and Taylene are definitely, both of them are just absolutely amazing heroes. Is there already a comp with Al? Yeah, there is, Sam. There's a couple. So people have been using him with Isolde a bit, is what I've seen. But there are a couple ones. Running Al with Cetrana has been really strong because she'll actually go forward and she will get that immunity buff. So giving her time to scale combined with the Scrag Invade, very strong combination with those as well. There's been a couple combinations that we've seen that worked really well. That seem like it's pretty broken, honestly. To give an immunity to a hero, to do it throughout the battle, and then to have it on all of the heroes, the entire team with his 9 of 9 furniture is very strong. What's going on, board? Thank you for joining me tonight. We're just running through, trying to make a little bit of progression here in the campaign with the reduction they did. Boom, there's Alna's ult. And I absolutely love Alna. Such a very strong hero. Lucy almost got it down. Taylene just took it out there. Get Lucy and Taylene and Ainz maxed out 9 of 9 and a few 4F to 30. 3 of 9 is super awesome. Yeah, especially free-to-play Javid, which is free-to-play does take a considerable amount more of time. I don't know if she's going to be able to get this one down. See, when she loses her buff there, I think some of it's just kind of RNG, honestly. We got her there. Taylene is what keeps bringing this right back up. Swap it up a little bit. He's quite underleveled, but that did a massive debuff on chapter 34 and 35. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they changed it a lot. So essentially what they did, the mailman, is they took the enemy team, lowered them, I think, about 35 levels. If I remember what they said, I think it was around 35 levels. So they did a debuff or a nerf to essentially this chapter and the next chapter. 34 and 35 got a big debuff. So tons of people that were essentially stuck here were able to go through it. So when you got to this chapter originally, it's about 380 to 420 that people were going through it. So we're at 390 now. To go through it and actually go through it pretty well, I would say roughly about those levels is where it was at. Who is better, Cecilia or Falks? Jose, absolutely Cecilia. Cecilia is an absolute amazing hero. And the debuffs that she brings the survivability she has, it looks like this team is going to be pretty tough as well. And again, we're trying to do the Lucy buff here. But Alma's dying in literally 2 seconds, and she is fully geared. There we go. Just needed to get the cheese to work for a minute. And of course, our 5-pull team. I think board was around 420, 430. I know he was quite a bit above where I'm at right now. I'll be surprised in some point in the distant future with 2 accounts that you get your mind blown, I promise. Then our portal party. I have my Pharrell plus 30, and I want to do another one, but I don't know who, Saurus, Iran, or Rowan. Out of those, Sam, honestly, Saurus or Rowan are your 2 choices. Iran will come in time. I personally like Saurus because of his healing ability that he has with that plus 30 signature item. That makes a really, really big difference when it comes to the Twisted Realm. I honestly think that it makes a night and day difference when it comes to the Twisted Realm. See, this last team, we're going to have to, probably going to have to change it up a little bit, is what I'm thinking, because I know Kaz is really, really tough in here. And they're just literally getting melted. For this team to work, they have to stay alive. Doesn't really make that much of a difference if they don't stay alive, but let's see. Because we have Damon in here, we have Pharrell in here, which is good. We have Nara. Didn't really use many of the Graveborns, actually. Let's try a Graveborn time in here. How are you liking the campaign nerf? Yeah, they definitely nerfed it pretty good. I will definitely agree. It's a pretty decent nerf. They did a pretty decent nerf on it. You know what? Let's try Zafriel. He does provide a significant amount of crowd control as well. Zafriel is tough, guys. Since I've been borrowing Zafriel every week, he is very, very strong, especially completely maxed out. Look at that, guy, 78 million damage just like that. That is awesome. Yeah, that's what I thought, Javid. 443. 443, yeah. That is very, very high. It takes a long time, guys. It does take a considerable amount of time to get through here. Just started faction accounts to be able to test out heroes around chapter 14 to 18, all thanks to you. Oh, very cool, Darren. That is the reason I did it. The biggest thing was there were so many heroes that I never seen with the factions. That was the inspiration for the faction accounts, is because there were so many maulers that I would never build on a main account, and I didn't build on a main account, that with the faction accounts, what's going on? We got a new follower, Workoo. But with the faction accounts, I could see those heroes and I could see them, especially heroes like on my main account. Let's say here, I'm not going to build a 30, an SI 30 9 of 9 copy of Rigby. I'm just not essentially going to build him. But on the faction accounts, yes, definitely. We could definitely build him. The Fabled is 409 RC or 505 Ascended. Yeah, I noticed that board, the change they made to that. So I actually went into the Fable realm with this account. Even though my level is not high enough, I think it's the amount of heroes that I have, or I think it's based on the Resonating Crystal level. So I actually am in the Fable realm right now. This is the first time ever that I've been into the Fable realm. When they raise the Fable realm level 2 more times, it will outpace my level. Yeah, well, did you see how they changed it, D? I'm sure you've seen how they adjusted it. So 34-24, guys. Yeah, they adjusted it by either level or by, I think it was which this one we might just have to drop Rowan in here. Seems like he's dying really quick, but even Oh, no, never mind. Thought we were in the sub stage, not the main stage. So here we'll actually grab Arden. With Ainz Albedo, Rowan Taylene. Rowan can't be good for T3 in the first day of AE. Or does it have to be the God tier comp? Justice, that'll work. So one of the best ones that I found that worked when I entered the Abyssal Expedition was the combination with Daemon. So I'm not sure about the Abyssal Expedition, what you guys are running, but the last time I ran the Abyssal Expedition, it seemed like the Daemon team comp worked better than other team comps, worked better than the Iran team comp. So I'm going to go in there day one running the Daemon comp. Once I run out of energy, I do switch all to Celerity because in the Abyssal Expedition, because of my level, I actually play more of a support role, more of a movement role, so I can actually connect tiles so other players can take the tiles. So it's a little bit different how we have it set up, just again by design. Casuals put so much thought and effort into the Abyssal Expedition. It's absolutely amazing how much goes into it and how much planning, and everybody just has to do essentially what they need to do. You know, we have stuff that we have to do, missions we have to accomplish, and that is really how we get it done. I'm going to be interested to see how Lilith does the mini AE, the mini Abyssal Expedition, and how they're going to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see, at the least. What will you guys use for solo Panther? The Daemon comp. The Daemon comp I run with Daemon. I run him with Pharrell. I run him with Nara, and then usually support like Isolde, or excuse me, like the support class. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but there's a couple different heroes you can run it with. He is right. He's in our last team actually. Silas. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name with Silas. Yeah, so that's a very, very strong comp that we've ran together a couple times. That way, Daemon has a little bit of support. It allows him to buff. You can run him with Rowan as well. Works really, really well to get his survivability up to the point of him being able to scale. That's really the big thing. What's going on, Grade Day? I'm in chapter 23, enrolled in Honorable. Yeah, if you guys didn't check out, I put out few little guides out there really to just check out the Abyssal Expedition. Let me know your thoughts in there, what you guys think. If you guys are going Honorable for the first time, it's good. The big thing with Honorable is if you're willing to put, again, the time and effort into it, that is really the big thing. But when you go the Honorable route, a lot of times you will have players that want to play. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest things is you are going to have a whole specification or a whole spec of players that want to play the AE and will put essentially more effort into it. Which this one, let's try it with Tassie. Wonder, a lot of people said no Titus in here. Maybe we'll have to let's swap out Titus. We'll go this route. Hey Hippo, it's been a while since I caught a stream. How are you and what are you working on the pay to win account right now? Right now, Lumi, we're going through chapter 34. Since we've had the buff, what's going on? We got another new follower over on Twitch. We're pushing through the campaign chapter right now. After they dropped the last patch on Tuesday, it nerfed it a lot, so we can go through quite a bit in here, which is good. Overall, look at that, 87 million, 119 million. Another thing that I'm really excited about, guys, that is coming down the line pretty soon is going to be the final relic. I'm thinking it's going to be the final relic, but it is going to be the relic for the Ranger class. We're going to see how powerful it is. I've been saving all of my resources, like I said before, to go ahead and get the new artifact for the Ranger class. I want to see it, honestly, how strong it is. Bro, that Mahira. Oh, yeah, I absolutely love Mahira. I know we have Mahira, we have Wukong, we have a couple other heroes. Wukong, again, I need a couple more red chests and he'll be plus 30 signature item as well, which is good. I'm 395, need a little food to get 2 heroes ascended, so I'm 505, right? I think with the 2 heroes ascended, yes, Javid, you'll be at 505. So is Mahira good? Yes, Mahira is very, very good. So Mahira is pretty much kind of a supercharged Tassie. It is the way a lot of players kind of view Mahira. She is very, very strong. Crowd control makes the enemies attack each other. That's why she's part of the God tier comp. It's a very, very strong team, essentially. Any hero that can provide that amount of crowd control will do really well. I have her at elite. Yeah, gamer people, Mahira, again, is very strong, especially having her built. She does take a little bit of investment. 3 of 9 furniture is good. Signature item is what really for her makes the biggest difference, because essentially with her signature item, when her energy is full, it makes a big difference, and that's essentially what you want with her. Is it worth getting Arthur's furniture? Sauce God, 3 of 9, yes. Above the 3 of 9, no. There's no reason to go that high. The 3 of 9 also it offers more utility with Arthur's furniture. Not really a requirement, but it does offer, again, a little bit more utility with it that does help a lot. And here's Mahira, guys. She is, again, very, very strong. She locks down the crowd control for the entire team. Aziz stacks all the heroes up. That way they're not doing the damage. Rowan provides the crowd control with the stuns, sitting in Aziz's fire, while Mahira just spams crowd control over and over again, which is awesome. Should I get Nara's furniture? Nara's furniture is absolutely amazing. Nara's provides a crowd control aspect, which again, absolutely, I would get Nara's furniture. Again, the crowd control aspect that she has is awesome. It is very, very strong. What Celestials or Hypogeans? We're working on Orthos. So Orthos we're actually looking to build right now. He is the next one up in line that we're looking to build. Which, let's change this up. I think Alna's got to be in the front. So let's go with Screg in the middle again. And I know the poison traps over here are very, very tough. So let's actually swap. Let's try this team. What is the favorite skin? Mine is Lucius. For the skins, honestly, I love the twins. I like the twins Halloween effect. You think, oh, we have Kalthar, that's why. This might not be the best one to bring in here, but I think we might have to swap the Lucy team back here and let it work. Tassie and Mahira offer 2 different benefits. Tassie is more passive crowd control, Mahira is more aggressive. Yes, absolutely, board. 2 heroes that you need to build, Mahira and Tassie. Mahira will come a little bit later, but overall, the combination of those 2 are very, very strong. It's a very unique dynamic, but both of them offer, they're so strong. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, favorite skin again. I like the twins. Is Ainz 9 of 9 worth it? Yes, Jose. Ainz's 9 of 9 is very, very worth it. What's going on, gamer people? We got a new follower there. Yeah, we're streaming on YouTube and Twitch. We do the same. We do both of them, gamer. You think it's better Arthur Ainz team or God comp? Sauce God. The difference between Arthur and Ainz and then the God comp, they're both very, very strong. Both of them take a significant investment, and they kind of fill the same niche that a lot of the teams do. Honestly, they're very, very compatible when it comes to the team, they're very, very close. They do have a couple little differences, but overall, pretty similar in both aspects. And of course, guys, the Maulers are going to hold us back here. And I was hoping they didn't make it just an easy kind of cakewalk through here, which is good. But even Lorzen, we got the link. Lorzen's not even staying up for more than a couple seconds. Which, there we go. We got him up a little bit, but we might have to swap this team around. Yeah, that's... If you guys haven't seen the guide that Artie put out, there's quite a few teams in there that are very, very strong. And a lot of them are just built differently. And that's really the big thing, is there's going to be a couple different teams that have different builds that work really, really well, just like the God tier comp, that really can shine. And they really, really do shine. Barely use Gwen at absolutely late game. Yeah, the big thing that I noticed about Gwen is when you're using Arthur and Ainz, Gwen's efficiency goes way, way down because you take Arthur away. Even Gwen running with a couple other heroes, which I think we got, yep, Lucy got it done that time. Running Gwen with Rose is still pretty good, but you're taking away essentially the supercharge ability that Arthur offered to Gwen, and now they kind of just drop it out. I mean, unfortunately, at that point. Namora and Tassie. Namora and Tassie are both really, really strong heroes. Which this one, I think we just got absolutely destroyed here. Got a banish there on Scrag. Falling Sun. Maybe. Oh, that was close. Scrag is another tank that is very, very difficult to deal with. Scrag does a ton of damage and does a ton of damage really, really fast, which makes him hard to get through, essentially. Sophia or Pharrell or Damon to SI30. Honestly, yeah, both of those. Muhammad, Pharrell is very, very good with his plus 30 SI. Damon is as well. They're both very good. You want to get them both. Damon at a plus 20 will still do well. Plus 30 though does help a ton. It's either or. You're going to build both of them. You're going to build both of them eventually. So here again we got. Well, let's try dropping Damon in here, just to see what the little teddy bear can do. Again, this team, because now we don't have our other hero. Yeah, Pharrell is really good, guys. Pharrell, with the mitigation that he puts up, is very, very strong. So let's see who else we even got here. I wonder, we got Wukong, we got Flora. See, we don't have, I don't think, anything on him, though. If we can nullify some haste, I was hoping maybe get Isolde up. We're going to have to essentially work on this team just a little bit. Yeah, this last team, we're going to have to got most of the stall comp, which we could try that. We got the Gwen comp minus Arthur. Portal Party minus Tassie. And these are all just random formations back here. I wonder even if we went with, you know what? Let's try Flora in here. We'll see. I used 6 Namora as food when I started the game. Oh, nice, Caleb. 6 Namoras as food. That is a lot of Namora food there. Let's go with Wukong. You know what? We'll go with Wukong. Got Pharrell in there. Got Wukong in there. I'm just trying to think who else would be. Buy us a little survival time. Queen might, Damon might, Gorvo might. Let's try this to keep our 5 set bonus. I'm thinking if we can just, again, buy a little bit of time for Flora to get some damage up. That was close. We almost had that one. I'm trusting board here. Go for Pharrell 31st. Yeah, guys. Board is really far in this game. D is really far in this game. Big shout out to both of them answering a lot of questions. If I don't happen to catch the question, they know AFK Arena just like I do, very in depth with everything that AFK Arena offers. There's just a lot of content, a lot of information. Yeah, I did the same. So I used to use Scrag. Scrag was my the food that I used way back in the day was Scrag. Didn't work out too well, but that's okay. On a free-to-play account, how long would it take to get to this level of play? Adrian, what would you say, Javid? How long do you think it would take to get to 390? Because I think Javid's at 3, I think relatively close. Again, guys, this last team is just really slacking here. Anything, you know what? Let's go with Gorvo. I'm thinking just to get some of the CC aspect. And hopefully allow him to live a little bit. That was close too. We only had Shamira left there. Pharrell literally will just help me carry to chapter 30. Yeah, Pharrell is very strong. Again, he's another hero where his energy reduction will keep heroes at about 95% energy and essentially won't let them ult because it'll just take out little by little. What's going on, Aggro? Thanks for joining us for the stream. Trying to get through our 5th stage. We have to work out this last team here. Because even with the nerf, they are just getting destroyed. You know what? Let's try. Let's go a different route. Because I know Pharrell has the fear there. But we can't have Pharrell die in 2 seconds. Hoping if we can get... Which their Joker just dies in 2 seconds, so... 18 months with plans and doing everything every day. So there you go. So Javid, 18 months to get here with free to play. So you got about a 1.5 year investment. If you're looking to get to this level, about a 1.5 years is what you're looking at there. And again, this 5th team, we don't have any gear. That's one of the big things. Even their queen, I know, go back line. Let's pull them back. Let's see what we got here. Is there any way to see how long you played? I think in the achievements, gamer people, you can see how many days that you've played. I believe it is in the achievements. So we got Isolde. See, we have a lot of Graveborn. We have Oden in there. We have Damon. We can actually go. Rez is actually pretty strong as well. Wonder if Damon can take an Athalia hit. Not so much. Oh, we got Oden up. We got Silas up. And of course, Grez with his minions. There we go, guys. Got that stage done. Very nice. Who should I get plus 30? Taylene or Ainz? Honestly, between those two, I would go with Taylene, Glitchy, just because she's the hero that, again, Taylene does what no other hero does. It's really the big thing with Taylene. So the faster that you can progress her, she will do absolutely amazing. And she comes back to life when she dies. Just like that. She's right back in the fight, even though she just died. And it makes a big difference having her plus 30 signature item. Even though I do absolutely love Ainz. Ainz has to have his plus 30 signature item too. I would probably just go Taylene first, That way you get it done and then go ahead and do Eins. My second team is Gwen with Joker. Yeah, Gwen with Joker does pretty well. What about a Thor and Cheese for... I tried, Kevin. I confess, I am horrible at the Thor and Cheese. I cannot get it to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I figured it's just probably complete RNG. But the Thor and Cheese does not work for me at all. I've tried. What's going on? Toto Winsky, another follower from over on Twitch. For free to play for progression this far, they really have to know what they're doing. Yeah, I know, D. It's very... The thing, too, is with the amount of emblems you get, it's very, very limited. You know, a lot of people don't really see that, but it is really limited. So overall, you have to put everything where it needs to be. That is why from my main account to this account, I fixed a lot of the stuff that I did wrong, essentially between both accounts, to correct some of the things, some of the times that I spent on different things. 652 days playing non-stop, done everything every day. Yeah, that's crazy. So you're going almost 2+ years. Hey, but just want to let you know that I'm serious when I said you could play around on my account over 50. Yeah, Soldier Boy, I'll check it out. Again, the big thing is, yeah, I would absolutely love to see it. I just have to find the time. The time is really, really the big thing. And let's see the Gwen. So if we're using... Again, we're so lacking on gear. We have literally nothing left for pretty much anything. So if we go with Arthur Gwen, or excuse me, if we go with Gwen, and then we go with Joker in that combination, we'll try it. Let's go ahead and gear up Grez. Because Grez is very, very strong, especially being completely maxed out. That's the best gear that we got for him. And I know Damon doesn't have gear. See, we're just literally straight out of gear with pretty much everybody. We're even going back to there we go, guys. We're going back to legendary gear here. We are still that short on gear for this count. I mean, it's crazy to look back at how quick you progress. Now my two main accounts, 375 and 355, are started around 10 months apart. The lower one is catching up so quickly. Yeah, and guys, you do get a lot more from this game now because of the desired heroes, because of the wish list. A lot more in this game is easier, I guess, easier to come by, just because of the fact we have a lot more stuff than we ever did before. And that's really a strong point, is we have a lot more in here to do, a lot more to complete, you know, with the peaks of time than we originally had. So it is relatively easier now to progress in the AFK arena than it has been before, because there's a lot more to it. I will push chapter 34 next week. Yeah, I got to do it on my main account too. They're at like 407. So the Insomnia account is way over. I really don't play it that much short of doing the daily stuff. That's really it. Sometimes you look at successful comps before furniture came along and they would have to be like 50 levels higher to beat. Yeah, and that's another big thing, D. That's a good point, is even back then when players were progressing, we didn't have furniture. Even way back when, we didn't have signature items. There were no SIs. So looking even at, let's say, the Peaks of Time, the Peaks of Time adventure didn't include everything that we have essentially for the signature items and everything else that has come along in AFK Arena. Boom, Lucy got it done with Scrag there. I want to max out Scrag. He's another hero that I absolutely want to max out in there. Furry, it's getting me 552 days played of doing everything in the game. Yeah, that's a long time. Twisted Essence, yes, board, absolutely. Twisted Essence is a huge, huge thing that I think a lot of players kind of neglect. So the Twisted Essence will add to an entire class of hero instead of building a specific hero, which again, I think there's a lot of players that do neglect the Twisted Essence, for going for furniture, for going for a couple things, I've started doing all of the Twisted Essence now to go ahead and build up where my tree is at. So here again, we're going to go with Grez. Let's see, because Grez again is very, very strong. See, we finally got the team worked out. So we got Silas, we have Oden. So actually, let's throw essentially whatever we have on him. Even here, we just got some really basic gear. We got some gear there. Thorin we got in there. Nara is geared out. And then Oden is what we got. So we're just rolling 34, 33 guys. So made a ton of progression already, which is awesome. Getting through here. I wish they were as fluid with red emblems as they were with Tree Juice, paying 300 diamonds to reset your SI. Yeah. Still haven't heard anything, D, if they're going to do an SI reset, which I know a lot of people are still really, really hoping for that. But as of right now, we haven't seen anything that is going to be the reset, essentially a reset token or a reset chest for signature items. My non-celestial hypogen gear is still pretty lacking for some heroes and factions. Yeah, Board, and you're way, way ahead of where I am. I'm still kind of slacking here. I'm playing early game, platform rares, then resonating epics and resonating crystals. Is this the best process to leveling epics? You don't have multiple copies until you do. Yeah, the big thing with the crystal, I think, Adrian, the resonating crystal is you build 5 heroes here. You focus on 5 heroes, and then the resonating crystal is essentially to level boost all the other heroes that you have. Until you get to the point of 240 and unlocking the crystal itself. That's essentially what it's used for. Yeah, Tree Juice is super expensive, especially when you look at the Twisted Realm. The Twisted Realm, you only get Tree Juice every 2 days. Even within those 2 days, it's very limited with the amount that you get out of there. I mean, even here, I'll show you guys real quick. So I just entered into the Fable Realm with the update. So looking here, I'm 1426. I get 380 Tree Juice. So looking at this, I get 380 Tree Juice every 2 days, meaning based on this, it takes 800 Tree Juice to level up one single level with where I'm at. So I have to wait 2, 4, almost 6 days till I have enough Tree Juice. If I don't get it from somewhere else, Tree Juice is very, very expensive, guys. It's a huge necessity, but it is very, very needed. 3K for reset SI. I hope it's not diamonds. And I know, Javid, I hope they make it an item to really put a lot of things, I feel, on the same level with the reset. Is I really, really feel they need to say, okay, you can reset a hero signature items every 30 days. We're going to give you one single item that you cannot buy within those 30 days, and that is going to be for the resets. So that's going to allow you to reset the signature items. If they allow you to do 3,000 diamonds, people are just going to do the same. They're going to change and change and change and change and change and change and just continue to do it. I wanted to keep it more of the free-to-play aspect where you can only do it every 30 days, which honestly, when you get to a point, it doesn't even matter because you're not going to be resetting signature items because you have a lot of them built. So it will make a big difference to a lot of players, though. See you later, Javid. Have a good night or a good morning because I think it's probably like 6 or 6:30 in the morning there. Hurry up, or should I get Ainz 9 of 9 or wait 2 months and go Aziz 9 of 9 because Aziz is not ascended yet? Honestly, right now, Silent Killer, I would go with Ainz. Ainz is very, very good. Even for Aziz, Aziz only needs 3 of 9. His 9 of 9 does work well, but 3 of 9 for him will work right now. Ainz will carry you for a significant amount of time. Just like you've seen here, Ainz will be very, very strong for a significant amount of time. I would go ahead and get him out of the way, go ahead and build him, and then just worry about other heroes from there. Not sure Skarath can get it done. Maybe. That was pretty close. We just got to make sure we don't lose Sophia here. We need Sophia to do some of the damage in here. I wish they'd have nerfed Chapter 37 just slightly with the update. I've been hard stuck at 57.52 for 6 weeks tomorrow. Yeah, Soldier Boy, you're at the point where it might take me, or it might take you for them to nerf it, probably weeks, if not, I would say months away for the progression. Honestly, when you're almost to Chapter 38, you're going to have a long time before they nerf that progression. It would cost me an additional $5,000 just to be near max for my trees. Yeah, board. That is super, super expensive. To drop $5,000 just to get up your elder tree, that is a big, big cost there. Guys, we're cruising through here 34, 37, so we're over halfway through 34, which is awesome. Very, very cool. Like 3K for once per month. Yeah, that would be cool, Javid, if they did something like that. Well, they mentioned in one of the development notes that they have some sort of fusion key, similar to how Dimensional mirrors your level ascension, but for SI. Oh, that would be pretty cool too, D. So essentially, if I had a level 1 signature item and a level 30, I could just link them together to have 2 level 30s. That's pretty good, especially if you can get your Celestials and Hypogeans to level 40s. If I don't have to build another hero to level 40, that is super, super powerful. If that's exactly what they're talking about doing. Hi Hippo, I pushed to Chapter 38. Fabled, that is awesome. Man, if you're in 38, that is a long, long ways down the AFK Arena road. And I really do feel one thing that they definitely lack in this game is the rewards for higher levels. Where there's heroes pushing 36, 37, 38, those higher chapters in how difficult they are, how high you have to be leveled. The investment in this game is super high. I feel like they don't give you quite the reward that you should be getting out of there, especially again when you get to that level of the chapter. The rewards just need to be higher. Very, very easy fix. Just make the rewards a little higher value, honestly. So our lockout team doing the trick here. I have a lot of good heroes, but they're almost all at elite. Yeah, you'll get there, gamer. It'll just take more summons to get them up above that level. So very, very quickly, you'll get there. My Ainz feels weak without Albedo. Yeah, Albedo gives Ainz a massive, massive boost. Another one that kind of fits it is if you're running him with Silas. Silas with the max out plus 30 signature item will give him a 20% attack boost, which can definitely help the power that Ainz has. If you didn't get Albedo. Albedo is ideal because not only does Albedo increase the defense, is they also increase the attack. So you kind of get two very, very strong points from Albedo. I would like to see more rare only combinations in library. Oh yeah, Adrian, they've talked about that. So they're actually going to be adding, I believe, one that's going to have Silas and Isolde, I believe, is going to be one that's going to be in there. Which maybe we can do this one. Come on, Lucy. I don't know if we have enough to get through his shields. Nope. Not enough damage. And that's because Lucy is not 9 of 9 to make that ability, the Hellfire ability, permanent. We could have had that, but again, with Lucy being a little bit lower, couldn't get that one done, unfortunately. Now I'm on 38-60. Wow, faded. Yeah, that's way, way down there. You have any recommendations with Ainz without Albedo? I messed up and didn't get her. Brian, again, anything that's going to buy him essentially time to ult is really what you want to look at, is finding the time to get Ainz to ult. You have to buy him time to ult. So I'm hoping we can take down... Nope. I'm hoping down here that we can take down Namora relatively earlier. And there's Alna's immunity working very, very well. Yeah, Arthur to boost his energy and haste, Rowan, Rose, like a twin. Yeah, that's actually a good combination, D, especially if you put Ainz with Rose. That's a pretty strong combination to make him essentially double alt. It's like a supercharged Belinda. And again, the healing power here is very, very strong. Wonder if we swap. Thinking maybe the kill power of Iran here. Give this one a couple goes. Should I go Ainz 9 of 9? Yep, Silent Killer. Like I said, I would go ahead and do Ainz. Silent Killer. I would build Ainz 9 of 9 rather than waiting for Aziz. Especially if you're waiting 2 months. You're going to get all the use out of Ainz right now instead of just waiting for Aziz. And Aziz doesn't need the 9 of 9. It will benefit him, but 3 of 9 for him will work pretty well right now, essentially until you get him leveled up higher. Fable Realm, people that were saving pushed into the Fable. Yeah, the Fable Realm, exactly. I just went to the Fable Realm with the adjustment they made. So I just entered the Fable Realm right now. Again, with the adjustment they made. Let's try our Graveborn team here. I'm thinking just because there's so much healing in here. Need something to mitigate some of the healing. I think it's going to have to be the burst team. That's going to have to work in here. It'll work. It's got to work. It's tough on both 30 SI30s are meta if you have a lot of dimensionals you want them stronger. Albedo 30 first if you need Source to function as a healer, him first. Yeah, the big thing again, depending where you are, depending if you have Grez built, if you don't have Grez built, you're going to find a ton of utility out of Saurus, essentially until you have Grez built, Justice, because Saurus will be used in the Twisted Realm. So essentially, if you don't have Grez built, Saurus is going to be essentially the counterpart in the Twisted Realm that you're going to use. So that's going to be the point of your substitute hero until you get Grez built, essentially. And of course, the enemy Tassi just killed everybody here. Should I focus on leveling up equipment for a single team or wait till all my heroes are equipped? Well, leveling up the equipment, you'll get there, Adrian. Leveling up is just going to cost gold and resources. I wouldn't eat any of the mythic gear. If depending where you're at, I wouldn't eat any of the legendary gear either. I would just wait to get more gear. Use your resources that are not of either of those functions to level up your gear right now. Wouldn't Joker be good for this stage? Yeah, Joker might work. Which even here, you know what? I thought off the bat that we would trigger his ability pretty quick. That's what I thought. I don't know why it didn't trigger last time. Because usually right off the pull, it'll trigger like that. I think we just need the team to work. It'll work. It'll just take, again, some RNG. Really. Is Isolde good? Yes. Isolde, epic dude, is very, very good. Especially when you have him built. He is a monster to try to kill. He is very, very strong. Again, I feel like we just need to get some crowd control up in here. Even there, it looks like Iran is building really, really slow. Yeah, Isold does require a significant investment, but he is very, very strong. I have enough to 9 of 9 Grez or Eins. Which is more impactful, or should I just save for more? Glenn, it's really tough because Eins is absolutely amazing at 9 of 9. The only thing you're really probably going to use Grez for is going to be the Twisted Realm. That is where Grez really, really performs well. If you're looking in the campaign, if you're looking at a couple different things, not really going to see much benefit for the hero. And again, right there, Tassie just destroys us so fast. My Tassie doesn't do that, but yeah, let's try. We can try dropping in Titus. Try to get the fear aspect. That's usually what happens to Titus, though. A lot of people said to take Titus out of here for that reason. Is literally he'll just die the moment they walk out. Because he doesn't have time in this team to scale. Wonder if... Trying to think who else we could even put in here. We have Tassie, we have Pippa. I wonder if Gorvo is always good because he'll stun. Buys us a little bit of time there with Gorvo. Let's try Gorvo. We'll get the stun. We'll try to get it. What's going on, Board? From over on Twitch as well. Board is everywhere today. Switch Tassie with Saurus. Let me give it a couple tries because I like the Gorvo stun. I know in this combination, though, is they're not doing that much damage. Scarath doesn't do much. Can't have Saurus dying right off the bat. Even there, he gets rooted and dead. And Saurus has gear. Saurus is geared. Let's drop Tassie. We can banish. If we can just buy a little bit of time. Oh, there we go. There we go, guys. So who was it that gave the comment? There we go. They said swap Tassie and Saurus. We swapped him, and there you go. I think the comment might have already passed. Let's see. Yep. Polo Mike comes through with a clutch win there. Very nice. Thank you, Polo Mike. I am gamer people. I am epic dude. Oh, so a lot of people are both there. I never read the patches. Why not, Minty? You got to read the patch notes. See what's going on with the world of AFK Arena. Oh, this team I don't like either. Not a big fan of Arden. And of course, when Lucy wants to kill a hero, she can't die that quick either. Here we go. We got Scrag up. He's on the side, which is good. Again, just going to have to take some RNG to get it done. Recently, there are like 3 YouTubers covering what's about to be released that you don't need to read patch notes. Oh yeah, I cover it, Linker covers it, Vulcan covers it. Sometimes I read carefully for exact date that Voyage of Wonder being released. Yeah, the new Voyages. I like the new Voyages. Last one was really, really easy. I haven't even got into the Misty Valley yet. The Misty Valley, again, is on Recycle. But I haven't gotten in there yet. That means we'll get a free copy of Respin out of there. Ullard won't be in there, I believe, because it's too new. But you can pick up Respin. Yeah, there you go. Just have Hippo read it for you. I can read your patch notes. I love to see what's up and coming in this game. So hopefully we can get through this stage, and then we'll do... I think I got some furniture summons in here. We can pick up a couple... Hopefully a couple more pieces of furniture. Hoping for Lucy. I want to get Lucy maxed out. This team combination, I hate dealing with Arden. Arden and his crowd control is very, very tough to deal with. I'm way too addicted to AFK Arena. Well, Minty, didn't you have like 50, I think like 50 different accounts at one time? There's a guy on Reddit that got banned for too many accounts. Lilith actually slapped him with a ban for having too many accounts. This round's Misty Valley was nerfed to the ground. Yeah, Deshaun, I know a lot of people complain about it and complain about the Misty Valley regularly. So I know a lot of the stages that are meant to be a little more challenging, I guess. A lot of people were not too happy with. I completed 10 stages in 30 minutes. Notice that TOG and MV are super easy. Yeah, it seemed that way. It seemed that way lately, D. That it has been very, very easy with some of the stages. The Trials of God was literally a walk in the park. I didn't even have to reset. I kept it on 4 speeds. I just literally went through everything. It was super, super easy to go through. And again, we can't have the heroes just dying this quickly. I don't know if the Greyborn team is going to be the same, but yeah, I mean they're just literally getting destroyed the second they walk out. Even with Alna being maxed, with Lucy being pretty well maxed. But we should be able to make it. Again, a lot of this is just RNG. It's one thing that's always been AFK Arena is you can do the same battle 100 times. One time it'll work, the other times it does not. And that's it. You'll get right through the stage just that one single time that it all clicks. And that was almost it. We only had Solus left. Solus in the campaign is just like a lot of other heroes. Super, super hard to deal with. Ullard is in there. I pre-selected him when I finished. Oh, he's already in there, Darren? Very, very nice. I figured just like Respin, they did the same thing with Respin last time. You couldn't actually get the copy of him, which was totally unfortunate, but you couldn't get the copy. Maybe switch Lyca and Lorzen. Yeah, I thought about that. I like having the debuff there. We can try swapping them back. Even there, I mean, Lorzen, 5-star Lorzen is literally, the enemy Lorzen will hit him one single time, and that's pretty much it. He's dead. There we go. We got the slow there. We got some CC there up on Baden. Of course, we got Floral Spectres up. They feel like I need to get the rest of the furniture for Lucy. Really make it work well. I feel like I do need to get the furniture up there. When are you able to get the mage artifact? The first mage artifact, I believe, is around chapter 30. I believe it's like 30 or maybe 30 and a half. And then they do 31, chapter 32. So as you progress farther, you can get more of the artifacts. I think they're pretty much 30 stages different. Sauce God. There's a little bit of a delay between getting the artifacts when you're I believe it's between like chapter 30 and 32 or 33 that you start picking up all the artifacts. Might not be able to get this one down, guys. That might be it for tonight. We're just above an hour now. So I think the Lucy cheese is not going to work for this one. Or to work, it's just going to take a lot of attempts and a lot of RNG. That's okay, because we made a lot of progression on here. So let's collect up some of our loot. We got some more. There we go. Amplifying emblems. Very nice. quite a few diamonds there, but 3440, meaning we got 20 stages left, and 34 will be done. And then we'll be honestly not sure how to use the new support trinket. Soul Skater, I'm right there with you. It seems kind of iffy. It's going to be an interesting to see exactly where it fits. That's going to be the big thing, is where does that trinket fit in there? I just got Ranger first artifact after finishing 30-60. Yeah, so that's pretty close. I know chapter 30 is about where they start. So here we got 24,000 Poe coins. Still have the exact same team in here. All of these heroes need furniture. So anything we can pull will be very, very good as we continue to grow the rest of the heroes in here. So we'll conclude tonight with the summons here. Hopefully we get some luck with the pulls. Usually on the streams we do. I'm using it right now in chapter 34 and can't really do much. It's hard with the artifacts as well, Soul, is you can't really tell what it does. Oh, another piece for Lucy. That is what we need, guys. We need more out of there. Yeah, and I don't like the new artifact with the hit point recovery. What's going on, Captain Minty X? I believe that might be Minty. Tried to fool me, but I seen the Minty in there. Got a piece here for Kren. Is there any plan to add more Forest Mania levels? Because that's how I got a lot of early gamers. Yes, they are going to add more mini games. Adrian, they've already talked about that. Mini games are going to be added. Don't know how often, but there is going to be more mini games that are coming, and they've told us that. We got a piece there for Oden. Yeah, the mini games give a lot of resources. I'm waiting to see some new events coming up. A couple things that I would definitely like to see. So we'll go ahead like I normally do. We hop over here. We do our smart selection. So we added, look at that, guys. 3-piece bonus for Oden. Very nice. 3-piece bonus for Kren. Then, of course, we have Lucy go to 4 pieces. And we got two more cards on the table. So very nice. We're going to save those as we continue to max out more heroes, which I believe we got. We could finish out Sophia. Should we do another 9 of 9 for Sophia, or should we wait for one more card and finish out Iran? I'm thinking probably Iran in this case, because we almost got her completely built. Remember, Sophia was one of the first heroes. We built this account around the Iran-Sophia combo. That was the way that we pulled it earlier. So not too bad, though. We got a couple here. You know what? We're going to save the cards for right now, just because I don't want to go through and use the rest of them, but we have all of our furniture set. So we will recycle everything else. Boom, 1,250 more, so 2,300 Poe coins there. Not too bad. Still progressing in the Elder Tree, level 59 there for Dur's Celerity. I'm going to go ahead and respec. That way we can make our progression in the AE going in Celerity with a really, really strong start, guys. So only, look at that, 20 more hours and the AE will be up and it will be ready to go. Yeah, Lucreta 9 of 9, I would absolutely love to build. That's probably going to be the focus now. We'll save our red cards. We're at 4 of 9 now because this is very, very powerful. 2 alts, the Hellfire ability is permanent, which is, again, makes her super, super strong. And they're still building out her gear. Just need a couple more stars here, but pretty well built. Absolutely love her. She is such a very, very cool hero. And also we are working on Wukong. Just need a couple more chests. A couple more and he will be maxed out, plus 30 signature item. Then, of course, we were looking at Orthos. Orthos is the next hero we're building. Very close to having his SI to plus 10 already. So we got a lot of progression there. And then, of course, Flora is already at a plus 10 SI. I'm going to save. I'm thinking saving my resources for Orthos. So once we hit his plus 10, we should be able to take him to about plus 18 on the signature item because we just need 4 more copies and he will be done, guys. So super stoked, especially to see what comes out next, what event they're going to do, what Celestial and Hypogean hero is going to be available in the next event. Because as we continue to finish off these heroes, we're going to have essentially building the rest of these heroes, getting them up to 5 stars. So it's going to be cool to see. Are you playing Abyssal Expedition on faction accounts? No, Hills, I do not. I do not have the time or the effort. I don't want to slack essentially on some of the Abyssal Expedition. I want to make sure that I really put everything into it that I need to be very, very successful on both accounts with the Abyssal Expedition. This one, and then the Insomnia account, and probably the free-to-play account, if it's far enough, I'll join in. But as of right now, that's it. That is the only ones that I'm going to do, because I do not want to slack on some of the accounts essentially with the Abyssal Expedition. All right, guys, so that will do it for our stream for tonight. Not too bad. It went from 3416, which is funny that it's still kind of tagged down here, all the way up to 3440. So not too bad. Push 24 stages tonight. Should be able to, especially with a little bit more gear now that we got a 5th team kind of figured out with the Graveborns, push through the rest of 34 on the next time we stream, and pushing into chapter 35. So we're very, very close. But again, the other thing that we were kind of talking about is, if you look here, finishing out chapter 34 gives me 2 faction hero choice cards. The rewards for finishing the campaign or pushing in the campaign are very, very low. They need to at least give us probably faction cards, maybe Stargazer cards, maybe up the ante, even doing more VIP EXP. 200 VIP EXP doesn't really make a difference to anything. And honestly, since free to play, you can give VIP 10. This is not going to do anything. Unfortunately, Lilith really needs to step up the rewards when it comes to pushing progression. Really give the incentive to push the envelope, push progression, because I know they spend a lot of time in developing it. So I feel like they really need to go ahead and push progression or offer rewards for the players that push progression in here. So guys, again, that'll do it for the stream tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. All the love and support on YouTube. We are almost to 20,000. Every day we're adding more players. We are almost to 20,000, which is awesome. Who works as a replacement for Ezio? Unfortunately, I missed him. If you have Nakaruru, she does pretty well, but Ezio with the Eagle Eye ability is the only one who does essentially what he does. There isn't much of a replacement for an insta-kill hero, which is exactly what he does. Very, very strong for what he does. So to say there's a replacement for Ezio, and I was on the fence when he came out, there's really not much of a replacement, unfortunately, for Ezio at this time. I love Nakaruru. Nakaruru can chain stun. She is very, very strong. But again, there's no one who does the insta stream. Thank you for joining us, Ryan. Unfortunately, this is the very end. You can go back and watch it, though. Again, guys, thank you for all the love and support from YouTube. I've been playing a new game, Summoner's Glory. If you hop on there, it's very cool. There's probably about a dozen of us that are in there playing. We're on server number 3. It's very, very cool. Also, if you want me to do summons, I will go ahead and do your viewer summons. I love doing viewer summons. We can actually do them through the stream live, which is very, very cool to see. So hit me up at furryhippogaming@gmail.com. Let me know the details and I'll do the viewer summon for you. So again, guys, thank you guys for joining me. Have a good night. And as always, thank you guys for watching.